I was one of the first 10 to catch COVID in the Milwaukee County House of Correction, and it was a terrible experience.
Well, I actually did 15 years in prison, and I did 10 years in solitary confinement in the worst prison in the country. So in the Supermax, we didn't have heat, and we didn't have air conditioning.
I've heard so many horror stories from my boys because they always call me and told me how they've seen people die from COVID.
There's times when I had given up hope, and I really believed that I was going to die and never get out of prison.
Being incarcerated in the Wisconsin DOC does not have to qualify you to be treated any kind of way.
I worry a lot because it's poor medical care and he don't get the treatment that he needs.
They are fighting an enemy that they can't even see, which is COVID, and they're not even being quarantined.
I have a newsletter that I was doing at the time that would go to half the prison population, and we were getting a lot of feedback from other facilities about what was not happening at all.
They still wasn't allowing us to social distance. If they mandated 6 feet and wear masks and all that, we didn't have that. It was 40, 50 people all in one big warehouse that you can really just touch the next person that's sleeping next to you.
I think that it's really sad that they're in a situation where some of them can't even afford to keep themselves safe.
Even though they're in the gated communities, they do not need to be treated inhumanely. They are humans. They still should be able to be protected by the very institutions that they're being held in.
I want to let the decision makers know that it's time. It's not tomorrow. It's not a month from now. It's not a year from now. The time is right now.
Take a look at yourself. Tell me, would you want to live like that? Would you want your loved one or your child living like that?
Remember your own individual humanity, and remember that if it's in the backyard, at some point it's going to affect you directly.
What gives me hope is when I see that young people are no longer sitting back and accepting a status quo.
I derive my greatest hope from groups like JLUSA.
I know it's incredibly difficult right now. I've been there time and time again. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that it does get better.
Just know that there are people out here fighting for you, fighting for justice, fighting the systems.
Never give up. Keep the faith. Believe that there is a better day, that it is coming.
And anything in life is worth having, is worth fighting for. And if your freedom means that much to you, keep fighting.
Do not be dismayed. Do not be discouraged.
Don't allow a negative environment or negative energy to rub off on you. You know, continue to have a positive mindset and a positive attitude.
And I pray that God open the door for you one day.
I love you, and I am so proud of you. I am so proud that you see yourself with the future outside of being incarcerated.
You're okay. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. You're okay. You know, you're not the reject, the problem child, all the derogatory terms that people apply to you, the labels that they're giving you, that isn't you.
Y'all deserve to be treated with integrity, with respect and dignity. And if nobody else is willing to do that, me and those who behind me are definitely going to continue to make sure that y'all be treated with respect, dignity, and as humans and not as numbers.